Hello, hello. Hello, hello. I see somebody has joined. I don't know what I just did. Okay, I'm trying to do something. I just did something to the picture, so I don't know what I did. So I at least wanted to jump on here and share some updates about surgery today. So, as you probably know, depending on who this is, you may or may not know that I was scheduled to have lipo 360 with the fat transfer, and that has been what we thought was happening for all these years. It's been years, I should say, because I was going with Dr. Scott Meridian at Icon in Miami, and but that's before he transferred to Icon. He was at Havana Plastic Surgery, so I had this surgery scheduled for years ago, but then I had some issues with my vision. So, gotcha. Hi, Shawnee, and I understand you're driving, so thank you for listening. So what has happened was I went there today, of course, for my pre-op surgery is supposed to be tomorrow. And again, this surgery has been planned for years, years, years. And so I got to meet the surgeon today and live in person. And basically, he was just like, "Yeah, no, we can't do um, the liposuction with the fat transfer because I'm trying to get his exact words, but it basically was like, so let me say, because I had gastro sleeve, um, I think that was 2016, 2015, 2016 or something. I can't remember when I had it right this second, but had the sleeve and then I had lipo before, like a couple years after the sleeve. And so just to get rid of some of the loose skin because I was losing weight and was getting rid of some of the loose skin then, and I haven't had anything since then. Um, hey Mia, hello, hello. And so what happened was he's like, well, because you've already had liposuction and you're skinny, um, we don't have enough fat to really transfer to basically the buttocks area. And so I'm like, okay, disappointed, but okay. He's like, well, he was like, I only have like fat in my stomach area, which is not really a lot, but it is fat there. And more so, I wanted the rolls, my little rolls that I have to be lipoed away. And so he basically was like, no, you don't have enough fat. And the fat that you do have, we don't know if it would even survive being transferred because it's not a lot of fat. At this time, the only thing that I can offer to do is either the tummy tuck or the breast reduction. So next year, I had already planned on getting a breast reduction anyway. I wasn't in the mind frame of getting a tummy tuck because I've spent all these years researching the liposuction and the fat transfer. So as he was telling me all this information, my head just was spinning at that point because I'm just like, I don't know if that I don't know anything about the recovery. Everything that I've prepared for has been about um, the liposuction and the BBL basically. And so I don't know anything about the tummy tuck or the breast reduction out, not enough to be like, yes, let's go ahead and do that. However, on the other hand, I'm like, I'm here, everything is paid for, all of that, I don't want to waste the time that I've taken off of work and doing everything. I'm here. So if I decided to go ahead and get the breast reduction, still, I told them no about the tummy tuck because I need to research it and I wasn't comfortable enough to go ahead and move forward with that. So unfortunately, I was told basically that I was too little. I've never been told I was too little for anything. But I was too skinny to get to get the fat transfer because of me having lipo before, and I don't have enough fat for them, and they don't know how much would actually survive if it was transferred. So that is definitely the update. So now, tomorrow morning, I have to be at the surgery center at 4:30 a.m. So I think the surgery is at 6 or 6:30 or something. I don't know, but I have to be there at 4:30. So I will be getting my breast reduction, and then so that's kind of that. Yes, super disappointed. But at the end of the day, I do respect my surgeon even more because he was honest, and the biggest thing was safety, keeping me safe and keeping me alive. So I definitely appreciate that. Um, but disappointed. He did say that this case should have been flagged by his pre-op team, and so um, I know he had a conversation with them because he said that he was, and I could tell that he had a conversation with the person that he mentioned, because they came to me and told me, you know, some things that he, not necessarily what he said, but it danced around what he told me he was going to tell them. So I know that he had a conversation with them because he said that this case should have been flagged and that his pre-op team should have caught that I had lipo before and that I was a gastric sleeve patient, and that should have never been one of the options in the first place to have a lipo again and to get that. So it was really disappointing with that. So hello to some people that are joining. If you didn't get a chance to hear, so the surgery update is basically my surgeon said that I didn't have enough fat, enough fat to lipo and transfer to the buttocks, basically, because of me being a gastric sleeve patient and having lipo years ago. That I don't really have enough fat, and they were not sure how much fat would even survive. And he was like, basically, it would waste the money of doing that. And y'all know I'm not about to waste my coins for anybody. so, um, so doing the breast reduction. So that is that, and I am at the recovery home, which is beautiful, by the way. And so it's so funny because I was not worried about my surgery. I wasn't worried about the surgery center. I wasn't worried about any of that. Hi, Cookie. Um, and so, Cookie, I did mention you to Dr. Meridian today. I told him that, he's known as Dr. Snack, and that, and I said, someone I know whose name is Cookie, she calls you Dr. Happy Meal. He just busted out cracking up. And he was like, I already know that you call me Dr. Wholemeal. I'm like, yep. So he just thought it was so funny. He was like, nah, I'm Dr. Wholemeal and Dr. Happy Meal. So, but that man is gorgeous. Pictures does nothing. Absolutely nothing. I was like, oh my God, he's finer in person. And he's actually tall. He's not, he appears to be short. At least I thought he was short. I'm 5'9", and he stood over me. Um, so I don't know if he's like 5'11" or 6 foot. I don't know, but he's taller because let me tell it, I thought the man was like 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". I don't know, but he's actually taller than I thought. And he said a lot of people think that he's short for some reason. I'm like, yeah, he looks short in all the videos, but he's not. He's actually tall and very, very handsome and very smart. So I do respect him for saying, he was basically like, I'm not going to take your money and waste your money, and you're not going to be happy with the results. So long story short, breast reduction is the way that we're going. And I'm like, I've done the years on researching everything else. And so I only have one night, a little bit to kind of research more about the breast, the aftercare more so than anything. That's what I'm worried about. it's never the surgery, it's always the aftercare and how to do that. So, not as prepared as I would have liked to be in, but it is what it is. So, I did get to the surgery center this morning at 8. I did not leave the surgery center until probably 2 o'clock. It was only supposed to be 3 or 4 hours for your pre-op, but because of once I did meet him and see him, I basically had to do a pre-op and sign so much paperwork all over again because the procedure had changed. And I did not. Usually I do my mammogram, and I was going to do that before I had left. But I just was so busy and had so much going on. So I was like, well, I won't do it. Um, I won't do it before I leave. I'll do it once I recover and just go into next year. That shouldn't have happened because I had to go and get a mammogram. And so I left the surgery center at 2, and then I had to go straight to another different facility to do a walk-in mammogram and get that done and get that cleared and get that back over to Icon. So it's been a super long day, and I am exhausted. Still happy, still excited, but definitely exhausted because I had to go get that mammogram done. And then I'm not going to do a tour of the recovery home now just because it's late and there are other people here that are recovering. I'll do a tour of my room. I do have my own room, but yeah, I probably thinking about it. I won't do that tomorrow either because I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling. Maybe Thursday or Friday or somewhere in there, whenever I'm feeling better, then I'll definitely do a tour of the recovery house. But like I said, the surgery, I wasn't worried about the surgery center and at all. And I was more so worried about the recovery home and what that was gonna kind of be like. It was totally opposite. What I should have been worried about was the surgery center and not even worried about the recovery home. So, um, yes, it is. The recovery home is nice. Um, it seems to be a little smaller than some of the pictures shows, but still nice though. They are very sweet, very sweet, very accommodating. Um, the owner has been very good to me. When I text her about the updates, that the surgery was changing because that also meant changing as far as the recovery happened to be here. They were all prepared for lipo and a BBL, and I'm like, oh no, we're not having that. Now it's going to be a, breast reduction. She was accommodating. She was like, don't worry, we have you, so it's okay. So very thankful to Charm Home for sure. And I 100% recommend them. Let me say it. I 100% recommend them up as of today. This is only day one and it's my pre-op day, but they have been on top of it. So I hope that this continues all the way through because it's definitely has my mind at ease. That's for sure. Um, soon as I got here, because of the timing that I end up having to leave, I think the driver for the recovery home had already clocked out. And so I was going to pay for my Uber here, but the owner was like, I'll get you an Uber. Don't worry about it. Our person has already clocked out because it was late because of all the changes that I had today. So they did accommodate and got me an Uber here. And I thought that was super sweet to do. And once soon as I got here, I had paperwork and stuff that I needed to. I did a lot of it online, but I still had some paperwork that I had to sign. And you do get, like, soon as I pretty much got here, I hadn't ate today, for one, this morning because I left the hotel and went to the surgery center, and I had to be there at 8 o'clock, which was right up the street, so that wasn't a problem. But I did not eat. Hello. So I did not eat. So I definitely was. And someone saying hello. This Mia saying hello, Cookie. So I didn't get a chance to eat this morning. So and didn't have any water, didn't have anything, and so I was super thirsty. One thing that they gave me upon here as soon as you get here is these cute little cups. So it's ice water, but I can't have anything else now because my surgery's at 4:30, so I can't have anything past 8 o'clock here Eastern. But these are so cute. And so all the ladies here have them. Thank you, Mia. I appreciate all the prayers. Thank you so much. So I'm going to give you guys a little. Hello, hello, little sister. So I'm gonna give you guys a tour just of the room in the next few days. Not tomorrow, but the next few days I'll definitely give a tour of the house. So, but let's start from here. So I'm trying to switch this around. Let's see, can I flip it? I think it's flipping. Okay. Hello, hello. All right, so that's the electric blanket that I was sitting in the chair. So I just was sitting in the chair here. Um, and it's cold, of course, as any medical facilities, you know that they always keep everything cold to help the transmission of any infections and slower the rate on that. So, but yeah, chair is comfy. Aw, thanks for joining. And you just got home. And I'm definitely not going to hold everybody long, but at least want to give an update. So here's my bed area and the cute little cups that they have. Um, TV, it's really simple. Some of my little stuff, closet. And then I do have um, my own bathroom. I definitely opt to have a private room and my own bathroom. So, and of course, here's the shower and the Dial liquid soap. So, and shampoo if needed, but the definitely shower with the Dial antibacterial soap. And of course, I'm going to be taking out my contacts and my glasses and stuff back on. So, Charms theme is basically butterflies. So, as you guys will get to see in the next few days, everything pretty much around here is butterflies. So, let's see. Um, yeah, so that is what's happening. So, no fat transfer. What I thought was going to be transferred in BBL, that is not happening. So, but it was definitely disappointing, but it was okay. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And there are some surgeons that probably still would have did it anyway. I'm like, oh well, that's on her. But I respect that Dr. Meridian was like, no, we're not going to do that. It's not going to be worth it. Not that it's not going to be worth it. It's just we just don't know how much fat is going to survive, and you don't have enough to do that. So it's just like okay, but it's okay. Absolutely, absolutely. All things work together for the good. That's how I looked at it too, because I'm like I was planning next year to get the breast reduction anyway, and so I think it worked out just like it was supposed to. That definitely goes to show you like no matter what we have planned, God always has the final say, and his plan is always the best plan. So I'm pretty sure in the next few months of life, I'm gonna be like, I'm so glad I got that done. I'm so glad that worked out. Yeah, I'm a little disappointed right now, but I know it's for the best. So it's okay. I know I wasn't wasting a trip coming down here doing this for nothing because I was like, my husband was like, well, what are you gonna do? You should just go on and get your booze. What are you gonna do? I was like, yep, gonna go ahead and do that. But if that wasn't safe, then I would have went home with no problem. So definitely safety first. Absolutely. So keep me in prayers, guys, as I keep you all in prayer too. And I wanted to at least update you. So that is what's happening. So I can't talk about fat transfer and lipo because I'm not having it. so so definitely and um so all my different lymphatic massages that I have lined up, I gotta check with them to see if I still have to get those. I'm assuming that I do, but there may just be a different time period. Again, I really don't know about the whole breast reduction recovery. I don't know because I wasn't doing research on that. So I feel like a little fish out of water. So I'm gonna be up a little bit tonight, reading and figuring out what I want to do and looking at or what I need to do and looking at my pre-op stuff. So from the surgeon center. So all right guys. Well thank y'all. I won't hold y'all too long. And thank you for joining my first live. Technically my second live because the first one was just me on the plane trying to figure out what I was doing and I didn't know how to turn it off. And oh I did my son did tell me I could have just closed the app and that would have closed it. I was like, oh. So and I daughter's texting me now, so okay. Um, but yeah, so I'm super excited, super excited. So I don't know what I just did. I just touched the screen and it got lighter. I don't know what I be doing. Yeah, I be trying. I really be trying. I don't know what I'm doing because I was touching the screen and it just got lighter. So definitely praying for you. Thank you. Make sure you get your sleep. I will. I will. Yes. So I am gonna read a little bit, but I'm gonna be going to sleep soon. I know my daughter is texting me now, making sure I'm okay, and so I'm gonna talk to my family a little bit, and then I'm gonna call it sleep because I will be getting up at 3:30. So in the morning, at least that part is still the same. I still have to shower with the hibiscus clean or hibiclean or whatever it's called, and then the dial soap. And I can't put on any lotion, of course, or anything, or any deodorant or anything. And then just have to brush my teeth, but don't swallow the water. So I'll be doing that, and then we'll be leaving here at 4 a.m. because the surgery center is not far from here. Um, so yeah. So I will try. I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling tomorrow. I'm assuming with the time that I had lipo before the day of surgery, I felt fine because I think I was just high off medicine. So it's possible that I may try to go live tomorrow as well because I'll probably be still high off medicine, the anesthesia, and I'll be feeling okay. It's realistically Wednesday and Thursday and Friday that I may not be feeling the best. So, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But I will definitely try to go live as much as I can and keep you all posted. So, absolutely, I will keep you all posted. So, thank you guys for joining. It's so good to see everybody, and I'll definitely be praying for all of you. And thank you. So, I'll talk to y'all soon. And remember to be kind to everybody because you might just be that one person who was kind to that person today. So, just remember to always be kind and choose kindness. So, all right, ladies, love y'all. See y'all later. Oh, yeah, that's right. I just got to hang up the app because here I go trying to hang it up and still don't know how to do it, apparently. Bye bye.